Somebody sleeping in my bed, messing with my head. Victoria wants to be president, and she's got some calculated moves, but don't think she's going to secure any type of political future without any opposition. But first, Hunter has to confront her about the man in his bed. Now, there were two very important turning points in all of this that's going on at the Oval that's going to send it down a path in which I don't think any of us are ready for. Are y'all ready for a woman president? Now, today's comment comes from Deja Brown 2044. She says, Ruthless TV, can you do a video on Victoria on what's to come in season 6? I want your thoughts on what she's going to be up to this season, and we're going to talk about it. And let me just reintroduce you to Miss Victoria Franklin. We're going to discuss her pivotal role and her complex personality right here on Ruthless Radio with the Oval Unplugged, where your comment is king, baby. So let's get started. Now, Victoria has had just about as many a fling as Hunter, right? There was Denise with Hunter, and he almost had April, Omarion's baby mama. But the Secret Service put a stop to it. They stopped him before they could do anything in that hotel room. And then there was Ellie, the press secretary. And he also wanted Jason's psychotherapist, but that never happened. Then we now see him having a fling with this lying as reporter chick, Lena, right? Versus Victoria's boy toys. Most recently, there's, of course, Eli. That shocked us all, and ew. Then, of course, we had Sam. So Hunter's been putting in work and working overtime, so he's got one up on her. But because Victoria's character is very static, but yet to me, she carries somewhat of a complex personality. And I can only say this because Victoria definitely thinks outside the box, right? And because of this, her episodes may need to run a little bit longer than others, right? So we may be talking about her for the next video or two. Now, what I want us to do is pay attention to the two pivotal moments that took place in a single scene. Now, number one, Victoria's actions, they really don't surprise us, right? In the least bit. But because we see how low down and dirty she can really be, the plot has definitely thickened, and there's going to be a gradual unveiling of even more secrets because this rabbit hole goes deep. And in my humble opinion, you reap what you sow. And all of the evil deeds that she's managed to spew onto people are all going to come back in the worst way. All of them. Look at how this woman treats her own husband, right? Her children, her staff, everyone around her is a product of her mistreatment in some way. I mean, think about it. You really can't be around Victoria Franklin and play nice, right? She brings out the absolute worst in people. So in season 6, I know without a shadow of a doubt that this character is going to be even more evil and perform some of the most heinous acts that we're not even going to see coming. When you have a character like this, she's like the main character, right? So she can't be soft. She can't change for the better. She can't show any signs of weakness. She has to keep being the bitch that she is, right? She has to continue to release that shock value each week to keep us engaged. And the other important turning point is Hunter. See, they couldn't have both characters being soft, so when they were in the writer's room, they decided to take the risk and let Hunter soften up a bit, be a dad to his kids, be, incapacitated, etc., etc. All the good stuff, right? Because this trigger really needed a change of pace, didn't he? And now he can pay more attention to Jason. I mean, he even mentioned Gail a couple of times last season, right? So we may see Hunter do a complete turnaround in season 6, but one thing that hasn't changed is his insatiable appetite for brown women. And we all know what this is about. So hopefully he'll begin to see women, in general, brown or otherwise, as women and not sex toys who just want him for his money, party all night with them, and do whatever he says, but as ones who need to be respected and really valued for what they bring to the table. And one thing that was a bit off-putting to me in a few of the last episodes of season 5 was when he thought that Donald had been with them, right? Been with these two clowns over here. Been with the other two clowns. He thinks that Donald was in on trying to take him out with them, right? And this is why he's treating him the way that he does, cutting him off at the knees. But I really don't think that Donald had a clue. I mean, he eventually figured it all out at the end, but he was clueless, just like we all were. And Hunter's big reveal when he found them in the Oval, trying to pass an unlawful, unconstitutional act, was the very first time that I felt sorry for Hunter. Yes, he deserved it. Yes, he's getting a taste of his own medicine. Yes, he has a foul mouth. Yes, yes, and yes. But this discovery, I don't know, it really humanized his character. But Hunter was hurt. And this scene made way for this shift to happen, right? That I've been waiting so long to see in him. So I'm very pleased with the way that this scene played out. Like, round of applause, right? So shout out to the director on this one, because I felt something other than disdain for this character. So my prediction for season 6 of The Oval is we're going to see Victoria move into a position of power. That's my take on it, which is all she wants. And I truly feel that Missy has more secrets in her closet from the past that we could ever imagine. Now, we can't forget about Wimpy Eli now. I mean, he still hasn't admitted to himself or to his wife that he's madly in love with Victoria, right? He tells her that all the time, but I don't think he believes it himself. I don't really think he believes it. Well, he makes her sick to her stomach every time she looks at him. While Hunter's discovery of the truth will lead him down a path to more and more scandal. Again, y'all, this rabbit hole goes way deeper. Like, it's only going to get better, right? And I think that the discovery of this affair is not going to play out without some deadly consequences. See, because last season we saw a lot of fake shooting, going on with rubber bullets flying everywhere just to keep people in line, teach them a lesson, with the exception of Barry, of course. But season 6, it's going to be lit, and they ain't going to be playing with y'all. Somebody definitely getting dropped off. And we're going to talk about all of that and more coming up on more episodes of Ruthless Radio. Are y'all enjoying these little quick episodes? I know I am. I can really get these out a lot quicker than I could a whole video, right? So if you're enjoying it, give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And if you're a fan of Tyler Perry's The Oval, go ahead and sub to the channel for more videos. Well, for more Ruthless Radio. More Ruthless Radio episodes just like this one. Thank you so much for joining me on today's. Oh, and I have not forgotten about Nancy's Greens and Taters. Like, I'm actually working on it. So if you're looking for some cooking tips, some cooking recipes, Southern style, the way Nancy does it, then just stay tuned and download your free copy of Nancy's Greens and Taters. Thank you so much for joining me on tonight's episode of Ruthless TV, you guys. I don't know, I keep saying that. Thank you so much for joining me tonight on Ruthless Radio, you guys. And I'm definitely going to see you in the next one.